Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah, in a story we're not going to cover tonight, there's very, very sad news of Gene Hackman passing away along with his wife and his little puppy dog, and very, very, very strange circumstances that are still under investigation, and we'll look into that when it happens. But until then, we're over to Dick for Pat's Watch.
So Trump starts us off today in familiar territory, immigration, but with a twist. It's not quite what you would think. Let's roll the clip.
We're going to be doing something else. It's going to be very, very good. We're going to be selling a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus.
Selling the gold card of green cards. Has this man no mirror of reflection in his world? Is his bathroom like some flatulent funhouse that just rings to the sound of McDonald's dripping down into that Perrier-filled golden fucking toilet of his? Do you think Melania can tell the difference between his ass and his mouth?
It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card. They'll be wealthy, and they'll be successful.
Wealthy and successful, yeah. Criminal types. How can this guy be so stupid? Having 5 million does not mean that you're somebody that is guaranteed to be a good person anybody would want to come into their country. I mean, this blubbering bag of back guano thinks that it's all about money. Newton wasn't a rich man. Einstein wasn't a rich man. This is just a pathway to drug barons, human trafficking, and all kinds of craziness. But who cares if you can pay his grift? I mean, his bill. Come on in. Dear God.
Why do we give out lotteries of green cards? Why do we give out EB-5 for green cards? The President of the United States understands that the right answer is, why don't we eliminate the deficit of the United States of America instead?
So that's Chuckleberry Chowder. That's Trump's court jester. And he gives us a straight shot of it. You know, why give away green cards when you can charge through the ass for them and change the entire USA from an open republic into one that's just simply built for rich fat cats at fat ass fart resorts?
And for the people that are number one in their class at top schools, I see that as one of the things. But generally speaking, it'll be people with money.
See, rectal rhetoric confirms it right there. If you're really smart, maybe you can come in. But if you have 5 million, come on down. You're the next contestant on Lick My Flabby White Feet with Ronald Gump, everyone's favorite flatulent orange-painted clown. I mean, these Trump reports are slowly eating at my will to live, and pretty soon I will be somebody without bone structure, just a pile of puddle on the floor. Dunk, save us. What the hell?
Well, I'm not too sure I can save you, but talking about puddles on the floor, 22-year-old online content creator Kelly Tedford has been charged with criminal mischief after allegedly filming herself urinating on grocery store products in Keene, New Hampshire. What? Yes, the investigation began on February the 14th when police received an anonymous tip about disturbing videos posted online. Authorities worked out with Monadnock Food Co-op, good grief, which issued a recall for affected items, including quinoa, polenta, coconut shreds, and walnuts. While this was a highly unusual situation, we took swift action in accordance with our food safety and recall procedures, Monadnock Food Co-op said in their statement released on Friday. They say, we have also been in direct communication with the Keene Health Department, which has confirmed that no ongoing risks remain. We continue to cooperate fully with Keene Police Department and with the Keene Health Department regarding this matter. We have strict food safety protocols and recall
urine isn't a part of them. It's just
They'll settle for all eventualities, apart from that one. We are reviewing our security measures and procedures to further safeguard our store and customers. I mean, surely you can tell when somebody's just like pulling down their knickers over your grocery counter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, ma'am, but that's not where the coconut goes. Holy shit.
During the probe, police discovered additional videos spanning 4 years, suggesting Tedford may have contaminated products since 2021 in multiple locations. The co-op incurred over $1,500 in losses from the incident. Well, that one particular instance, I guess. Tedford was arrested and charged with felony criminal mischief, and she was released on bail and is set for arraignment on April the 7th. Authorities are still investigating, and more charges may follow. What a dirty bitch.
Oh, God. I mean, we should add that her father is representing her as a lawyer in court, and he did have this to say. Unbelievable.
I mean,
dirty bitch.
Not only is it just like weird, just going around, I'll just go and piss on things. I know, I'll film them and I'll put that online because people will want to see that.
Exactly. Is this like an OnlyFans thing? An OnlyFans challenge? How many coconuts can you urinate on? Like it's
no, it's horrible.
What the hell is wrong with people?
So if you have been shopping in that particular co-op, chuck the food out. Just chuck it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, sorry, honey, but
what the fuck is wrong with you?
And that goes for this as well. So we've got something coming in here from the Pentagon, and the Pentagon plans to kick out currently serving transgender service members who don't meet specific requirements under its new policy. This is according to official guidance made public in a Wednesday court filing. Why court? It's coming up. So, I screwed up the picture there. Did I fix it? Lord, thunder and Jesus. There we go. So, service members who have a current diagnosis or history of or exhibit symptoms consistent with gender dysphoria will be processed for separation from military service. This was a memo outlining the policy, and it was signed by the official performing the duties under the Secretary of Defense for personnel and readiness. And it was included in a court filing as part of an ongoing lawsuit over this exact policy. This is why it's coming up, right? So the department only recognizes two sexes, male and female, the memo says. An individual's sex is immutable, unchanging during a person's life. All service members will only serve in accordance with their sex. You heard the word sex a lot there. Did anybody say gender? I think not. These people don't even know what they're talking about,
That's all they ever think about.
Yeah. So the policy guidance follows an executive order signed by the orange shit-gibbon Donald Trump in a January directing the Pentagon to implement its own policies to say transgender service members, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. We're hate-filled Republican bigots, and all we can think of is why we're better than everyone else. There's a little reiteration there. I give you that, but it's pretty close to verbatim. The exceptions for applicants' removal from military service are if there's a compelling government interest. That means if you're actually really, really good and we need you, we'll look past it because we have to, right? And also if an individual is willing to adhere to all standards associated with the applicant's sex, not gender, sex, right? For a service member can also be retained if they demonstrate 36 consecutive months of stability in their sex with no clinically significant stress or impairment, and if they can prove they have never attempted to transition to any sex other than their sex, and if they are willing to adhere to all applicable standards relating to their sex. I want to point out with the graphic here, the reason we have it like closed is this is a good 14,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't think it'd be that many, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So it's a huge deal, and it's all based on intolerance and hate. And The people that are making these decisions, the other people that are transgender or whatever may be, their life doesn't affect yours at all in your cozy little padded cigar smoking, brandy drinking office. Why don't you do yourself a favor and get out of their lives? What the hell? It's pretty simple. And I don't think it should be that difficult.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm gobsmacked with that. I got no comedic response or any snarky comment to make. It's
there isn't. There isn't one, because it's the only way you can make this funny is by showing the utter contempt and hatred that these hardline right Republicans have for anybody who doesn't just fall in line and be a good little Alex P. Keaton.
Yeah,
right.
A little Trumpian.
Yeah. So let's see here. Where are you off to now?
Yeah. Well, this is an odd story because a man has offered, in a bizarre turn of events, a man whose bank card was stolen is offering to split a 500 euro lottery jackpot with the thieves if they return his wallet.
So they have the ticket.
Yeah. So the story began with Jean David E. He had his backpack stolen in Toulouse, France, before he could cancel his credit card. And it was used by two men, believed to be homeless, to buy a winning scratch ticket. The shopkeeper later confirmed the pair left in excitement, forgetting that their cigarettes and belongings. The thieves are now amongst France's most wanted fugitives as authorities investigate whether or not they can legally claim the prize.
Right.
Meanwhile, Jean David has filed a police report, but is willing to withdraw it if the thieves come forward to share the winnings.
I got to say, if it was me, if I was the dumbass who had stolen somebody's wallet at this moment, you stand up and return it right now. Because either A, you're going to get out of trouble, or B, you're going to get a lot of freaking money.
I know it's hard, isn't it? Yeah. His lawyer, the lawyer Pierre Dubesson, has made the public appeal urging the thieves to contact his office, but before the ticket expires. Without them, no one could have won. No one would have won, John David said, emphasizing that the deal would change their lives. However, if they remain in hiding, they risk losing the jackpot entirely.
Can you imagine two drugged out dudes going, but if we do, we can get in trouble, but if we don't, we can get in trouble? What do we know?
Yeah. We're sitting on a fortune. We can't. Oh,
yeah, we can't.
Oh, poor buggers.
That would drive me nuts, man. Holy, yeah. I can just, oh, yeah. So let's see here. Let's go to something. We've been talking about the deal for Ukraine, the minerals and so on. A lot of people in the press are really selling this as basically a sold peace agreement, and we just have to see how it plays out. But the Kremlin, it seems, is rejecting Trump's claim that Putin is open to European peacekeeping troops in Ukraine, underscoring Moscow's reluctance to ally with Trump's effort to quickly end this war despite a thaw in relations, right? So, pushing to deliver on a central campaign pledge, Trump asserted Monday that the war could end within weeks, and he claimed him and Putin supported the presence of European troops on the ground. Trump's, in quotes, yeah, he will accept that. He was speaking at the White House. He said, I specifically asked him that question. He has no problem with it. But at a press conference here just yesterday, was it, Putin spokesperson Dmitry Sukhmyov said that such a move would be unacceptable to Moscow. In quotes here, there is a position on this matter that was expressed by Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lean Me Over. Now, Lean Me Over said the presence of European peacekeepers in Ukraine would be unacceptable on any level. So the Kremlin's rejection of the Western forces in Ukraine could pose a major early test for Trump's, big claims of I could do this on day one. Yeah, that passed a long time ago, right? And it also exposes Washington's limited influence over Putin's willingness to make concessions. Mr. Art of the Deal here is going on and on about, make the deal, make the deal. Well, you're in the middle of making the deal right now, and Putler, little bitch boy here, ain't seeming to be totally buying. So, speaking in front of officials, Putin had said he only had broadly discussed the issue of resolution of the conflict in Ukraine with Trump. It's not a conflict, it's an invasion. But it was not discussed in detail, he said. We only agreed that we would move forward with it. They dismissed the idea of a simple ceasefire, arguing that Ukraine could use the pause to rearm. If that's not the pot killing the kettle black, nothing is. Are you kidding me? And the Russian dictator, remains committed to limiting the size and power of Kyiv's military, prohibiting foreign weapons on Ukrainian soil, ensuring Ukraine's permanent neutrality, no NATO, and maintaining influence over its political structure as well. That is called a surrender.
Yeah, you can fuck up with that one.
Away. That's not agreeing to peace. That's agreeing to not kick the shit out of the kid at school when you're the bully until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right?
Till after school.
Yeah. They want an influence in the political structure of Ukraine. Ukraine's sovereign.
It does seem kind of strange that Trump seems to have the ideas how this peace deal is going, and the rest of the world are looking and saying, no, that's not what anybody said. You're not taking any notice whatsoever.
Yeah, does Trump have two little golden versions of himself sitting on his shoulder, and all they do is go, "Oh, good job, buddy. Oh, great deal, buddy."
Well done. Well done. Yeah.
It's confusing.
Send the peace troops in. Yeah, send them in. And then Putin's going, what fucking peace troops? He said no.
Yeah. I was just in the bathroom. We're going to attack tomorrow. That's unbelievable, man.
Oh, dear.
So what is going on here?
Well, here's a bit of a fishy tale for you. Because these Belgian festival goers are furious after the government banned an ancient tradition, which involves drinking from a goblet of wine containing live fish. Yes, that's right. You heard it yourself. For over 600 years, the town of Gratesbergen has celebrated the arrival of spring by hosting the Krakellingens Festival, an annual celebration involving costumed parades, ancient rituals, and a series of bizarre local traditions. The centerpiece of the festival, which began in 1413, involves local druids throwing ring-shaped bread crackers on the top of the historic Oldenburg Hill, following a colourful parade. This is stupid. But just before they commence the tossing of the bread, the druids drink wine from a goblet containing live fish swimming around. But that has now been banned by the government under a new animal welfare law. You can't get fishy drunk.
Yeah, you can throw a lobster in a live lobster in a pot of water, no problem. But God forbid you drink them live. What the hell?
I know. Well, the ban, which came into effect last summer, has sparked fury amongst traditionalists who took to the streets this weekend waving placards reading, "I want fish, I want fish," and accusing the authorities of destroying a centuries-old cultural tradition without consultation.
Yeah, but selling your daughter for a goat was a cultural tradition to some people at one time. It's probably good we got out of that.
Well, in Belgium, they probably still do. They do it for a chocolate waffle now. The tradition has long faced opposition from Gaia, Belgium's largest animal rights organization, who claim the practice is cruel and have promised to take legal action against anyone caught drinking the fish.
Wow.
You just got to keep that hidden, haven't you? What about Mexicans stuffing bloody worms into tequila bottles? That's got to be cruel too. Yeah. The tradition, traditions are no excuse for animal suffering, said Gaia chairman Michael van der Boch. As you can imagine, there all these names. The ban on drinking fish must be observed everywhere in Gratesbergen. The ritual originally performed with the gudgeon fish symbolizes the transition from winter to spring. I'm sure there's another way of doing it. In recent years, smaller aquarium fish have been used.
Yeah, I can just see some guy trying to swallow a cod. Just don't worry, I'm drinking it.
It's down in one. Yeah, the town officials, led by the mayor, partake in the wriggling drink. Ooh, sounds disgusting. Sounds like a Klingon drink. The battle over this ritual is far from over as locals push for the government to reconsider the ban. Yeah, it's just, well, apart from animal cruelty, just stop it. It's disgusting. It's horrible. What? Why?
I know. And cruelty to humans. What are you drinking fish for?
Yes, but it's tradition.
and I got to say, the animal rights group there in Belgium, Gaia, change your name. Or force those pseudoscience assholes with the website and stuff, Gaia, to change theirs. Right? You got to fix that. You got to fix that.
Yeah, we're going to change.
Hancock. Somebody's going to think Graham Hancock gives a shit about something except from like money from being a liar. I mean,
they're just going to change their name to Ancient Aliens or something.
Now, give me 1 second here because I did screw up in setting up tonight's show and I don't have half of the text in front of me that I need. But that little blurb gave me just the time I needed to. So there's an interesting thing going on here. The FBI have found that hackers conducted one of the largest thefts of cryptocurrency publicly known, seizing some $1.5 billion worth of Ethereum from a Dubai-based firm. Now, you might ask, wow, that's an unbelievable operation. Who could have pulled something like that off? The FBI is accused North Korea. The theft earlier this month targeting Bytebit, one of the world's largest crypto exchanges, represents yet another involving a team of hackers identified by the U.S. government by the names of Trader and the Lazarus Group. Isn't that from a movie, The Lazarus Group? Anyway, the hackers steal cryptocurrency through the dissemination of cryptocurrency trading applications that were modified to include a malware, right? The FBI said it believed the North Korean-backed hackers were responsible for the theft. And they proceed. What they did was they instantly start converting the assets to Bitcoin and other virtual things dispersed across thousands of addresses, multiple blockchains, and it's basically gone in a second, like savings in South Park, right? North Korean state media has not acknowledged any of this, at least not yet. And they've stolen an estimated $1.2 billion in cryptocurrency up to this point already, giving them about $2.7 billion in assets just from stolen crypto. And this is over just the last few years. And this is a badly needed source of foreign currency to support its fragile economy and everything, right? They're investigating, UN is investigating 58 suspected cyber attacks by North Korea between 27 and 23 that saw some $3 billion in stolen assets at this point, and the number's still growing.
It's crazy.
North Korea.
I mean, I really don't understand crypto very much, but it just seems a very, very, very it's like a loose and open affair. You can just like steal it, crash it, make fortune over it. It's just bizarre.
Yeah,
it's anybody gets involved in it.
It's like they're storing these wallets in the glove boxes of like 1970 Chevys where you can open it with a coat hanger, right? I mean, it's unbelievable. But the North Koreans are very much using their cyber espionage tactics. Whether that they're the ones that can really do it or if they're just paying people, I'm not really sure. But they seem to be focused on asset acquisition, like wealth. Very much so. They don't seem to be going so much after knowledge as much as wealth.
Now, why doesn't Trump? Trump get Elon's Doge team just to do that and just steal money to get rid of the deficit.
Yeah. Well, I bet Big Balls is moonlighting for them. So
he probably did it.
What the hell is going on in this next set of pictures, man?
We're back to the fishy story again, another fishy story, because a deep sea fisherman has stunned his followers yet again with a discovery of a nightmarish alien-like creature from the depths of the Pacific Ocean.
Looks like a prop from an Indiana Jones movie.
The bizarre fish, identified as Aptocyclus ventricosus, commonly known as the smooth lumpfish. Why don't we just call it that? Sports a bulbous brain-like body, shrunken eyes, and a gaping mouth, likely swollen from the pressure changes. The deep-sea dweller looks even more surreal after being brought to the surface. Yeah, just think how ugly it looked in the water. Now, this fisherman, Roman Fedorostov, who works on a trawler out of Murmansk, Russia, shares footage of the eerie find with 600,000 followers, sparking a frenzy of reactions. Yes, and he's built up quite a reputation for sharing bizarre deep sea catches, including what we got on the other pictures here. He's got a dragon-like fish with yellow eyes.
That looks like something they decided not. That looks like something they decided not to use in a Pixar movie.
It looks very sad, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. He's also got a prehistoric gulping shark with unsettling extendable jaw.
An old cheeseburger.
Yeah, this one he says resembles a cheeseburger, and another one that looks like a jam donut. Where's the an enemy one, the cute one? Keep going.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, I love this one.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny! You bastards!
It looks so fucking fake. It's also got a creature with strange tentacles protruding from its mouth. Yeah, look at it. It's got better teeth than me.
Well, he's got some.
I think they are mine.
Yeah.
So despite these terrifying appearances of his deep sea discoveries, Fedorostov insists that these creatures are not monsters, but beautiful in their own way. Apart from Donald Trump, there.
That's Trump's father.
Yeah, the trawlerman has become something of a celebrity online with his pictures, with many of his images going viral, even though he admits he often has little idea of what most of them are, which he just shares out of curiosity.
That's funny, man.
Look at his little face.
Yeah. Well, look at the eye and everything. It's like, why is this human doing this to my fucking lip?
I hope that's his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. If that finger goes anywhere else, I'm biting it off. Oh, man. So let me introduce you to somebody here. This is Senator Ron Wyden. Senator Ron Wyden has a clue, and he actually gives a rat's ass for the people he represents. Good going, Senator Ron Wyden. Why do I say that? Because he sent a letter to the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, and he sent it right to the chair, Andrew Ferguson, urging the FTC to require that companies admit when you're not buying something, but you're actually renting a digital license, like when you get a digital video game and you think you bought it, but 5 years later, they turn off the servers and stuff and boom, it's gone. Or you buy a movie on the PlayStation Network and then 4 years later, they say, oh, sorry, we don't have the rights to that movie anymore. It's gone, right? And what he's saying is that no longer should they get away with being able to say purchase and buy and own, because you don't, right? So the letter, the letter requests guidance to ensure that consumers who purchase or license digital goods can make an informed decision and understand what ownership rights they are obtaining. Again, ownership rights. That's not true. It's viewing and usage rights, right? So Wyden wants the guidance to include how long a license lasts, what circumstances might expire or revoke the license, and if a consumer can transfer or resell the license. The letter also calls for the information before and at the point of sale in a way that's easy to understand. Or to put it simply, prior to agreeing to any transaction, a consumer should understand if they're truly paying to purchase or just use for a while. So
it's interesting, yeah.
Yes,
Now all he needs to do is find a federal office of the government that's still open that can patrol this this new action that he intends.
Or a federal office that could actually deliver the letter. Because yeah. It just doesn't stop. Right?
Sitting on his desk for the next 10 years gathering dust.
You know what? I just figured it out. That's why Trump wants to fire so many people from government, because then there's all kinds of empty real estate he can turn into, swingers clubs and places for blondes to find sugar daddies and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, those fire stations with those, they've already got a pole installed. He just turns it into, a nightclub.
Yeah, it's an audition hall, right, for personal assistant work, Yeah. So, but Senator Ron Wyden, I love your thing. I hope you actually can follow through and keep it up and do some good for your constituents and others as well. Good on you, sir.
Yes. It's nice to see someone with a bit of optimism.
Yeah. Or a backbone. But yeah.
Yeah, talking about backbone. Ooh, yeah. There's a chilling video out of a moment a humanoid robot appears to attack a crowd at a Chinese festival. Yes, can you see that there? The robot in the orange jacket thing. It doesn't even have a head. I don't know where he's gone.
Somebody ripped it off. You bastard!
You just see the little bit on the top of his head. Now, the video. The video footage is really short, taken on February the 9th, shows the human-shaped robot adorned with a bright jacket appears to lunge at a group of people behind a barricade at the Spring Festival Gala in Tianjin, northeast China. Its erratic movements forced the festival security to drag it back from the crowd over fears it might harm someone. The event organizers reportedly described the incident as a simple robot failure.
Oh, must kill creator. Must kill creator.
Kill all humans. Yeah. It says they added that the robot had passed previous safety tests, whatever they are, and added additional measures that would put in place to make sure this wouldn't happen again. But I'm not even too sure what was going on here, because there's two of these robots like wandering around. It's that bit, between the stage and the audience.
Yeah.
What the hell were they doing?
Security?
What? Yeah, security. And what they do? Yeah, they'll just go and attack the audience. Fuck them.
Well, that sheriff in whatever county there probably just hired them for getting rid of Democrats, right?
All we got to do now is teach them how to stage dive, and that'll be it. Just crush like 30 people in one go.
Crazy, though.
Very bizarre.
You shouldn't be bringing stuff like that into the public until you know for sure that it's okay, right? Now I want to show you quick here before we bail. I want to show you something. This is properly ridiculous. So we know that the Gaza Strip is a hell zone. One side kind of started things, and then the other side has made things horrific. It's ugly as fuck. And Donald Trump wants to turn it into a fucking resort. So this came out from Trump's camp. This is from them. I've turned the audio down so we can screw around on top of it here.
Oh, things look so bad.
Oh my
but wait.
God.
No, it's a dream come true.
Yeah, look, Elon having some hummus, baby. Oh, yeah, pretty girls, Trump balloons.
Oh, yes, it just looks like a paradise.
Yeah.
Money's falling from the sky.
They call it Trump Gaza. Look at the Trump statues. Look at this. That was nasty.
Because Biff Tannen has got the other name taken down for his plaza. So.
Exactly.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, yeah. It's the most awful thing The Trump golden balloons, golden statues. At one point, there's this huge Trump statue that's in the middle of the road, so the traffic has to drive around it and stuff. Oh yeah, great place to take your kids.
Oh yeah. You should point out it was a big golden statue as well, and a little shop selling little golden idols.
And it'll be everything Republicans want. It'll be full of pimps and hookers and drug dealers and strange little foreign people that'll tickle your feet while they
and that's just the White House cabinet.
Oh, too funny. So let's see here. What do you want to end us on? What's this
we can finish off this one quickly because an Australian couple has spoken of the traumatic moment. The body of a dead passenger was placed next to them on a Qatar Airways flight. Mitchell Ring and Jennifer Collin were traveling to Venice for a dream holiday when a woman had died in the aisle beside them during the flight from Melbourne to China. The couple say the cabin crew then placed her corpse, covered in blankets, next to Mr. Ring for the remaining 4 hours of the flight, without offering to move him, despite there being empty seats.
What?
Well, why didn't you put the body in the empty?
There's a luggage compartment. Can't somebody get down to it? Like in all those fucking action movies, there's always an elevator that can take you to the basement, so to speak, right? I've seen it. Why can't they? What? It's just, here, sir, Sultan of Brunei. I'm just going to put this dead corpse beside you for the next 5 hours. Don't worry about the smell. It's not truly rotting yet, right? It's just...
Yeah, Qatar Airways said it had apologized for any inconvenience or distress this incident may have caused. Can you imagine if you're sitting by the window and this thing's in the aisle seat and you need to go to the toilet, but you really do not want to try to pass by.
I don't want to disturb the dead guy. How do I get,
The couple said they had not been contacted or offered support by Qatar Airways or Qantas, the airline through which they booked the flight. In a later statement on Wednesday, Qatar Airways said it had no spoken to the affected passengers to address their concerns, as well as the family of the woman who died. Why do you want to talk to them? Because they pissed off. They sat next to an Australian.
She
Not that
died.
whinging bastard.
Yeah, she died because her New Zealand loving butt couldn't handle being next to an Aussie.
That's very bizarre.
But time limit. We're out of here. Huge thanks to our team. Thank you for joining us for the show. Hit like, share, and subscribe because we could really use the help. And leave us a comment. Letlet's get this going.
Leave a comment. Get chatty. We'll see you next time, I guess. Stay chilly, you buggers.
Perfect advice.